The laws. Yeah, the laws. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Shoot. Mashayach got to come back with that rod of iron, which is the law, and he going to make sure that they follow. Point blank. Rigid. That's how everybody will be righteous on this earth. Otherwise, you know, like I say, they do whatever they're going to do, but it is a point and a fact that these laws are for who? Read.
Psalm chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his commandments unto Israel.
There it is. To Israel. His laws, his commandments unto Israel. Read.
Ye have not dealt so with any nation.
Ye have not dealt so with any nation. Read.
And as for his judgments,
read.
They have not known them.
They have not known them. They don't know them. But he showed us laws unto Jacob, who was the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. No and ifs or buts about it, because Amos 3:1 and 2, what is up?
Amos chapter 3 and 1.
Yeah.
Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So yeah, so he said he only know Israel. So when you reading Amos, we just came out of Egypt. Think we just came out of Egypt? Nah. We ain't just come out of Egypt. But people say, oh yeah, that was then. No. We didn't just come out of Egypt. He said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore you're going to punish us for our iniquity. That's why it says the other nations have not known his judgment. What do you think Deuteronomy 28, 15 to 68 is? Judgment, them curses that came upon us. So all the curses came upon us, and all the nations, they say all the gods of the nations in Psalm 96 are what? Idols. They can follow idolatry, and the Most High going to bless them. With the blessings that's going to happen from Deuteronomy 28, the 3rd verse to the 14th verse. That don't make no sense, man. How is that? I'm just trying to understand where people's minds are thinking that all they got to do is just wait till the last minute. They gonna come in and, oh, I believe in Jesus. I'm following the law, statute, commandments, and I'll be saved. That's ridiculous, man. You got to learn it, live it, and apply it in your life. We ain't in no corner no more. This is everywhere. You know. And they ain't gonna stop it. They can do whatever they want to do. They can't stop it. And we don't die, we multiply. That's real talk. I mean, no matter how you look at it, people, it's not strange to no one anymore. It's not something that's not known to people. People in the know, because you got the internet, you have all the different means of media to be able to reach out to our people. You just got to do more. You have to do more. You have to think that so that you'll do more. Other than that, we're going to keep on doing the same thing. Look at Ecclesiastes 20 and 1.
Ecclesiastes chapter 20, verse 1. There is a reproof that is not comely.
Right. There's a reproof when you read check that's not, it's not gonna be nice. Comely means beautiful. It's not beautiful, read.
Again, some man holdeth his tongue, and he is wise.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to speak everything that you know. You hold back from speaking, and that makes you wise. You don't have to blurt out everything you know in every situation, read.
It is much better to reprove than to be angry secretly.
Yeah, it's better to reprove than to be angry secretly. You don't like somebody, you angry about someone, and it's a secret because you don't even know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about it. Read.
And he that confesseth his fault shall be preserved from hurt.
Yeah. When you know you're wrong, just confess it. You'll be reserved from hurt. If you don't, you're gonna blow up, end up with an ulcer, end up jacked up in the spirit because you holding on to things. You know what I mean? That's not good. That's you're not supposed to do that. Get Leviticus 19 and 17 and 18. 17 and 18. Just talking to the children of Israel. You can read 1 and 2, and then 17 and 18.
19.
Yeah, Leviticus 19, 1 and 2, and then 17 and 18.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto me, saying, and the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I, the Most High, your power, am holy.
Right, so we got to be true and pure and righteous, man. That's holy. Most High is holy. Talking to the children of Israel, jump to verse 17 and 18.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
That's why I say you won't be hurt. That's why he's telling you, man. You confess it, so you don't be hurt in the end. Read.
Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right, so nobody ever hated themselves. Unless you just got something that you got a mental problem or something wrong with you, and you can't really relate to what it is that is a reality. You know what I mean? When you understand realities, some things you can't change, you gotta deal with it. You know what I mean? That's just it. You can't be covered in what somebody else has. Whatever you have, and you work to do better, or you gotta deal with yourself. So how you feel about yourself, you should feel good about yourself because the Most High called you to a Mashayach Yahawashi. And hopefully you'll be chosen. You got that opportunity. You got more opportunity than anybody in the world. We do. Nothing more powerful than this truth. Nothing. Because you can talk to someone, and I don't care how much they have, or where they status they think they're at, you can come at them with something they ain't even thought about. You know it's true, right? I mean, you can just break them down. Who's gonna be dumb now? You know what I mean? Because it says, you follow these laws, man, you be illuminated. Amongst who? The people that's in gross darkness. That's what Isaiah 60 and 2 say. The people are in gross ignorance. Gross ignorance. Concerning what? Concerning the word of the Most High, the Spirit, the law of the Spirit. They don't know anything. They don't know. What do they know? Seriously. You talk to a Christian, it's the same old doctrine. I went down south, even overseas it's the same way. It's the same way everywhere, man. The same thing, little or nothing. When it comes down to what we're supposed to be doing as far as learning these scriptures. Yeah.
What's making it worse, now everybody's switching over to that NIV.
Oh, man.
That's making it even worse. That's a whole totally different book.
Yeah. And then, you know, people say, well, they took verses out because it wasn't in the original text. Get out of here. Do you read Greek? Do you read Hebrew? Well, how do you know this? Have you compared it to the Greek or the Hebrew? To say it's not there, you know what I mean? They don't even know what you're talking about. Greek, what do you mean? Hebrew? Oh yeah, it was written in Hebrew. And Greek, yeah. Have you ever looked at the Hebrew and the Greek? To say that it's not supposed to be there? That's dangerous. You playing on, they walking on dangerous ground now. Taking those verses out.
Right.
Revelation 22:18. Read that. Just for all of, I know I could pull out all of my my bag, different verses that they have taken out, different Bibles with, you know, those verses have been taken out. You can't justify that.
Revelation chapter 22, verse 18. For I testify unto you, every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
Woo. So, if you add anything to the Most High's words, they can give you the plagues that's written in this book. Read.
And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy,
if you take away from it, you take something away, like they taking scriptures out. So people won't see how to rebuke the devil, how to a procedure of how to rebuke the devil, like taking fasting and prayer out. How you gonna do that? You say this only comes out through fasting and prayer, and it's not there. Say, how come we couldn't get the devil out of him? It only comes out through fasting and prayer, but you don't see it. It's gone. You took it out of there. So what are they doing? Making sure that you can't do it. Right. You know, that's why I showed you when Mashayach, another example is when Mashayach fasted before he started his ministry at 30 years old. He fasted and prayed for what? 40 days, right? Mm-hmm. Who dealt with him? The devil, right? And how did he rebuke him? How do you rebuke the devil? The law. With the law. With the law. I mean, that's the altar. That's the last thing you go to when they say we ain't under the law, we under mercy and grace. Smashes all of that. Huh? Yeah, because they said that you ain't under the law, we ain't under the law, we ain't under mercy and grace. But every time Mashayach went to the law, and Shaitan had to leave. He had to get up out of there. Leave him alone. These are the things that you're looking at. Why, if these preachers don't start listening to what we're bringing forth in these last days, it's not going to deal with it. Because they leading the people astray. Matthew 5:19. You can read 17. That's what Mashayach said, because, you know, it's like, that's why I mainly like to talk about we have to follow the Most High's rules and regulations, which is his laws, because you have our people that been programmed, they really program and really believe that they don't have to follow the law. Whose laws are they?
The Most High's law.
They the Most High's law, so what are they saying? They don't have to follow who? The Most High. But they don't follow who? Jesus. Let's see what Jesus said. Since they believe in Jesus, that ain't his name. But let's see what the Mashayach Yahawashi said.
Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
So don't even think that I come to destroy the law. Read.
Or the prophets.
That's the Old Testament. Period. Period. Read.
I am not come to destroy.
You ain't come to destroy, read.
But to fulfill.
But to fulfill. All the things that was written. Read.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
And all has not been fulfilled. that was prophesied by the prophets.
Yeah.
You see? Read.
Whosoever, therefore, shall break one of these least commandments,
Just like, go ahead.
and shall teach men so.
Aren't they saying that you're not under the law, but you're under mercy and grace? That's what they're doing. They're teaching men and women and children that they don't have to follow the law. Read.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Letting you know. Setting our people up to go straight to hell. Because it said you're going to be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. That's a shame, man. Read.
But whosoever shall do and teach them.
Now, this is a Mashayach Yahawashi. He said, you do the law and teach the laws. Read.
The same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Say the same should be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So what's the problem with them? He said this in Matthew 10:34. Just like he said, think not. Say, I come to destroy the law of the prophets. He also said this. Read.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
He said, don't think. Don't even think that I come to send peace on earth. Read.
I come not to send peace, but a sword.
He said, I came not to send peace, but a sword. That's what he said. Read.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
See? Read.
And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
Ooh. Man's enemy is going to be there of his own household. So he said he came to set a man at variance against his father. This is those that are opposing the truth. You see? They don't want to accept the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, the faith in the Mashayach Yahawashi, learning and being approved unto the Most High by studying His word, against the father, and the daughter against her mother. It's not, but you still gotta honor your father and mother. It's just the fact that we talk about it. Don't allow them to send you to hell with them. You know, how you gonna tell me? How you gonna tell me I'm the one who brought you to this world and take you out? Behind what? Behind being ignorant? Behind, being in the gross darkness that they in? I don't think so. Hear me. And here Mashayach Yahawashi, what he's saying, man. He said, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. Your wife against your mother. You see? This is what he's saying. Why? Because people don't want to come to the light. They want to remain in gross darkness. They want to be grossly ignorant. They don't want to learn this. They don't want to take the time. And a man's enemies shall be there of his own household. This is what he's saying. Man's enemies going to be there of his own household. Own family. Read.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
So that's deep.
Deep.
You said deep. So you ain't worthy of him. You love your father or your mother more than him, you ain't worthy of him. Or your son or your daughter come before him, you ain't worthy of him. So he's going to spew you out of his mouth. Read.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
That's right, man. That cross, you ain't willing to go out there and put in this hard work. I'll say live to life. Instead of live to die, live to life. Because you living in, our hopes is to receive everlasting life. You see what I mean? It ain't living to die. We living to live. Mashayach said there's some people that was there when he was dead, I will never see death. Some people never see death, man. They just go from here to wherever the Most High put them. Like Daniel didn't have to see death. Daniel was in this life.